Hi, it's me Tina Amir and welcome to my channel. So for today we're going to learn about words before and after. But before I begin, for this video I'm just going to use informal pronunciation. For those of you who still not clear yet what is informal pronunciation, please watch my number 53 video which is about confusing pronunciation. We start one by one and then from there I'm going to elaborate what we're going to learn today. So today's lesson is about before and after. So the word lepas, which means past in English, and then you add the prefix se plus lepas, then it becomes selepas. So selepas means after. I give example here. This is English sentence. After that, I fell asleep. So in formal Malay, selepas itu saya tertidur. Selepas itu saya tertidur. So selepas is after, itu is that, saya is I, tertidur, tidur is actually sleep. So tertidur is fell asleep. But for speaking, we don't say something like that. For speaking, we say, lepas tu saya tertidur. Lepas tu saya tertidur. So instead of we say selepas, we shorten that word to lepas. And then you say saya tertidur. You don't say saya tidur. Ter here is the indication of is accidentally. So saya tertidur, I fell asleep. So remember, selepas itu saya tertidur, or for speaking just enough to say lepas tu saya tertidur. Okay, now we look at the context of saying lepas. So this is formal and speaking. Minggu lepas. So in English is last week. So minggu is week, lepas is last. So last week is minggu lepas. And then you have Selasa lepas. This is same for formal and also for speaking. So Selasa lepas in English means last Tuesday. So Selasa is Tuesday, lepas is last. So last Tuesday. And then you have also another word commonly we say lepaskan saya. Lepaskan saya means if somebody doesn't let go of your hand, then you say lepaskan saya. Or lepaskan tangan saya, okay? So this is the same for speaking and also for formal Malay. Tangan here is hand, saya here is I, so my hand is tangan saya. Lepaskan tangan saya or just lepaskan saya, that basically means let me go. And then we have a word telah, which means already. And then when you add prefix se plus the root word telah, it become after, which means selepas, right? So setelah is the synonym of selepas. Just the commonly used word is selepas. Setelah is we don't really use for speaking. So remember selepas. Okay, that's about it. Now we move on to another word, belum. Belum means not yet. So you add the prefix se plus the root word belum. Then it become before. Sebelum is before. Belum is not yet. Totally different thing, right? So I give example here. This is English. Before you eat, wash your hands. This is the same, formal and also for speaking. Sebelum makan, basuh tangan. So in English, you must use the pronouns, but in Malay, no need. So you just say sebelum makan, basuh tangan. So sebelum is before, makan is eat, basuh is wash, tangan is hand. So sebelum makan, basuh tangan. And then what about belum? Okay, this is same for speaking and also for formal Malay. Belum and also belum lagi. Both means not yet. So if you want to say to people not yet, instead of you say not yet, then you can say belum or belum lagi. That's about belum and sebelum. Now we move on to another word. This word is also very important. So it is dahulu. Dahulu. Dahulu is a proper formal Malay word. But for speaking, we change it into dulu. According to the dictionary, dulu is bahasa pasar. Bahasa is language, pasar is market. So bahasa pasar is actually pidgin. So dahulu has so many meanings. So we're gonna take a look one by one. So for this one, dulu or dahulu, which means time has already passed. So I give example here. This is English. In the old time, people didn't use electricity. So formal Malay sentence, pada zaman dahulu, orang tidak menggunakan elektrik. Pada zaman dahulu, orang tidak menggunakan elektrik. So pada is on, zaman is era, dahulu means before or long time ago, which means time has already passed, okay? Orang is people, tidak is not, menggunakan from the root word guna, which means use. So menggunakan, using, right? And electric is electric. So pada zaman dahulu orang tidak menggunakan elektrik. But that is formal Malay. Now we see how it is for speaking. For speaking, we just say zaman dulu. Zaman dulu. When your parents tell you something from the past, it's common for them to use these words. Zaman dulu. So we drop that pada and then instead of we say dahulu, we say dulu. Orang is people. Tak from the word tidak, which means not. Instead of we say menggunakan, we just use the root word guna. Instead of we say electric, we just say elektrik. So for speaking, we say zaman dulu orang tak guna elektrik. Zaman dulu orang tak guna elektrik. That's the first meaning about dahulu or dulu. Now we move on to the second one. So second one, the meaning is something firstly done. So in English, think first before you answer. So in formal Malay, berfikirlah dahulu sebelum menjawab. Berfikirlah dahulu sebelum menjawab. So berfikirlah from the root word fikir, which means think. Dahulu here is first. Sebelum is before, menjawab from the root word jawab. So menjawab is answering or answer. But for speaking, we just say fikir dulu baru jawab. Fikir dulu baru jawab. So fikir is think, dulu instead of we say dahulu, we say dulu. Fikir dulu baru jawab. Baru here, baru is actually new, but baru also means just. But here, fikir dulu baru jawab. It means then you answer. Think first, then you answer. So basically it means think first before you answer. That's about dahulu or dulu for this one. Okay, fikir dulu baru jawab. And then another word for dahulu or dulu is front. I give English example here. Elder brother walk first, then the little brother or sister follow. Or just then the little brother or sister without the follow. So in formal Malay, abangnya berjalan dahulu, kemudian adiknya. Abangnya berjalan dahulu, kemudian adiknya. So abang is elder brother, nya here is the pronoun. Berjalan is walking from the root word jalan, but jalan is street. Dahulu, front. So berjalan dahulu, he first walk, means he's at the front, right? Kemudian, then, adiknya. Adik is the word for little brother or little sister. Nya here also the pronoun. But for speaking, we don't say something like that. For speaking, we just say, abang dia jalan dulu, lepas tu adik dia. Abang dia jalan dulu, lepas tu adik dia. So, abang dia, instead of we say abangnya, we say abang dia. Dia refer to he or she. Instead of we say berjalan, for speaking, we just say jalan. So, if you say jalan, people understand you're not talking about the road. You're talking about you walking. Dulu here, we shorten from the word dahulu because dulu here is bahasa pasar, right? Lepas tu, after that. So, selepas itu adik dia. Adik is little brother or sister. Dia is he or she. So, abang dia jalan dulu, lepas tu adik dia. That's basically the meaning of this one. And then, we have two words, right? Dahulu and dulu. And then we have the rules of prefix and suffix. So, normally, we don't touch this word dulu. We take this word dahulu because that's the formal Malay. So we have the word like mendahului. So you have the prefix men plus the root word dahulu plus the suffix i. So mendahului. So what is mendahului? So normally mendahului we use it in the formal context. Mendahului means to achieve something first or earlier. I give the English example here. In that racing, Ali overtook or Ali overhauled Abu. So in Malay, dalam perlumbaan itu, Ali telah mendahului Abu. Dalam perlumbaan itu, Ali telah mendahului Abu. So dalam is in, perlumbaan from the root word lumba. Lumba is race. So perlumbaan is racing. Itu is that. And then Ali telah is already, and telah is indication of past tense. Mendahului. Ali telah mendahului Abu. Ali overtook Abu or Ali overhauled Abu. That's basically about mendahului, and we use it in formal context. And then there's also another mendahului, which means to walk in the front. Okay, I give example here. When strolling in the park, Lily walked in front of her parents. So in formal Malay, ketika berjalan-jalan di taman or just enough ketika berjalan di taman, Lily mendahului kedua-dua ibu bapanya. Lily mendahului kedua-dua ibu bapanya. So ketika is when, berjalan-jalan, strolling, berjalan is actually walk, berjalan-jalan is like strolling, di taman, di is at, taman is park. Mendahului here is walk in the front. So kedua-dua is both. We normally say kedua-dua ibu bapanya. So kedua-dua here is both of her parents. Ibu is mother, bapa is father, ibu bapa is parents. Nya is the pronouns for Lily. I repeat again, ketika berjalan-jalan di taman, Lily mendahului kedua-dua ibu bapanya. And then from the word dahulu, we also have mendahulukan. So prefix men plus the root word dahulu plus the suffix kan. Mendahulukan, which means to prioritize, to put something first, okay? So, Nini mendahulukan kerja-kerja pejabat daripada kerja-kerja rumah. So, in English, Nini prioritize the office work than the housework. So, mendahulukan here is prioritize. Kerja is work. So, kerja-kerja here is for indication of plural. Pejabat is office. Daripada means from or than. Here in this context is than. Kerja-kerja rumah. Rumah is house. So, houseworks. Kerja-kerja rumah. And then another common thing we will say, you go first. You go first. This is for speaking. We say, awak pergi dulu. Awak pergi dulu. So, awak is you. Pergi is go. Dulu is first in this case. So, awak pergi dulu. Now, we're going to talk about another word, baharu. Maybe you encountered it if you reading. And then the word baru. So, baharu and baru means new. But baru is common word. Baru is not bahasa pasar, just like dulu. Baru is really formal Malay word and used widely for speaking. But baharu is really not used so much, but some people still use it. But it's also exists in formal Malay. So, baharu and baru here means new. I give example here. Kereta baharu. Kereta baru. So, kereta is car, new car basically. But kereta baru, commonly used words. And then we have rumah baharu and rumah baru, which mean new house. So, rumah baru is commonly used word. And just like the concept of dahulu and dulu, from this word baharu and baru, we actually add the prefix and suffix to the baharu, not the baru, okay? But we won't go deep about it now. But I will give you example. Memperbaharui. Okay, this is the example. memperbaharui. We don't say memperbarui. We don't say like that. That is wrong. We say memperbaharui. So memper, prefix memper, plus the root word baharu, plus the suffix i. So this means to renew. Memperbaharui is to renew. And then you will encounter also, if you are in Malaysia of this state, Johor Bahru. But the spelling is Johor Bahru. That's the spelling. But we just say Johor Bahru. And then we have Kota Baru. Kota Baru is in Kelantan. So Kota Baru, the spelling is like this, Kota Baru. And then I wanted to explain a bit about the word baru. Baru is new, but baru also means just, and there's also baru like the examples which we encountered before, which basically like means then, okay? But for this one, I wanted to stress on just. But baharu doesn't mean just. So I give example here, baru sampai. This is same for formal Malay and also for speaking. So baru sampai, just arrived. So baru is here, just, sampai is arrived. So baru sampai, just arrived. You may say this, just arrived, baru sampai. And the formal Malay also have something like this, baru sebentar tadi. So in English it's like just a moment ago. So baru sebentar tadi. But normally for speaking we don't say something like that. We just say baru tadi. Baru tadi. So baru tadi, tadi is actually just now. Baru is just, so you cannot really translate this properly. But baru tadi means just now. Baru tadi. And then we have also the word baru-baru ini. This is formal Malay. Normally for speaking we just say baru-baru ni, which means recently. I guess that's all our lesson for now. Thank you very much for watching me. And if you like my video, please check out my Patreon page so that I can have more time to make more videos. For those of you who support me through this medium, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And for those of you who's watching me right now, thank you very much. Until we meet again then. Bye!